viral discussion. Welcome to another installment of Billy Black's VD, where I search the web to bring you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the royally fucked up. Now, the first video on our list is something that came up not too long ago. A woman went in for a flu shot and something went terribly wrong and gave her serious neurological damage. Now, when this video first came out, my inbox was literally flooded with all sorts of different people all sending me different forms of that video, asking me to make fun of that poor disabled girl. Now, I don't make fun of disabled people, alright guys? I'm better than that. Let's watch the video.
She's the beautiful cheerleader whose heartbreaking story is shocking the nation.
Nope, not making fun of her. Not making fun of her.
That was triggered 10 days after she got a seasonal flu shot.
Started with me not being able to eat without passing out.
Now, I'll tell you who I feel sorry for is the newlywed husband. Now, if he's going to stick by her through this, then he is a trooper and he really loves her and he's a great guy. But if he married as a trophy wife, then I don't think the better for worse covered spasms.
Running has to be a relief.
The only thing I have left.
The only thing you have left.
Truly gripping stuff. See, I told you guys I could get through this without making fun of that poor woman. Let's go celebrate. I am so sorry. So the next video we're going to talk about has been circulating around for a while. It's about a woman who doesn't really want to stop breastfeeding her kids. Let's watch.
Look how big this one is. It's huge.
Veronica Robinson lives in Cumbria with her two daughters Bethany and Eliza. She breastfed her eldest daughter Bethany until she was 5 and is still breastfeeding Eliza at nearly 8. Veronica believes that children should decide for themselves when to stop breastfeeding.
If there's any monkey business you have to leave, I'm not having that.
I love that monkey.
Okay. Because I don't have a breastfeeding bra, so just come on, lie down.
Eliza is still breastfed when she asks, although it is less frequent now than when she was little.
God damn! Did you see the way she went after that titty? She's like a drunken frat boy on New Year's.
Girls talk to my breasts, they touch them. We've had to set up some firm rules about letting me get dressed in peace. They don't like it when I put a bra on. They think I'm trapping the breasts and they should be free to float about.
They say late breastfeeding helps stimulate the intellect of the children. I say it turns the child into a suckling troll and the mother into a fucking maniac. Moving right along, this next video was sent to me and it's a documentary about a couple that likes fucking horses.
Come sit over here.
Ken and Ellie met through a zoo friend on the internet. After a few weeks, they arranged their first date.
Well, the first night that he came up to visit me, I took him down to the barn to introduce him to some of my horses and some of the other horses that I enjoyed at the barn. And I took him in and introduced him to my miniature stallion. And kind of, I don't know if it was subconscious, I was very nervous and kind of wanted to do the shock factor, as it were. My miniature stallion was dropped and masturbating. When his penis is dropped and he slaps it on his belly, they call that masturbation for stallions. And so one thing led to another and I couldn't resist, so I bent down and started sucking on him. And then he tried climbing on top of me, so the next thing I know, my pants are down and I'm bending over for him and I'm like, excuse me, I can't resist.
You know, any other situation, that'd be one fucked up blind date. You know, I'd be lucky if I got a kiss goodnight and she's blowing a fucking horse.
I have anal sex with the miniature stallion. He penetrates me. I actually have some scars on my back from where he's bitten onto me, just hanging on. They do the same thing with mares when they have sex, and only mares have fur to hang on to. He tends to get a big chunk of skin with me. And that can be quite painful, but usually I don't even notice until after the fact because I'm so caught up in the moment. And then I get up to the house and Ellie says, "Oh, I see you've been down fooling around. You've got a big bite mark on your back again."
Oh, you, my man, the little horse fucker. Come on in, my parents are in. You finally get to meet them, Mom, Dad. Hi. And my last vid has no real commentary to it because it just made me laugh my ass off.
Basically, the city several years ago, they paid a lot of money to have these plants brought in and planted out here. And now they're considering paying tens of thousands of dollars to have these plants removed. We took these flowers today. We brought them to the residents. This was their reaction.
A joke. Just a joke. The only reason why we ever had garlic put in was so we could keep the vampires out of town. And since we have had garlic, I haven't seen one single solitary vampire in town.
And these plants protecting you.
These plants are protecting the city. And if we take them out, we may have vampires in here again.
An old man clearly fucking around with the newscaster, but when I read the comments for this video, someone actually put, ROFL, "Oh my God, people in the U.S. are so stupid." You know what? After watching the breastfeeding and the horse fucking videos, I want to know what the fuck's going on elsewhere in the world.